The government's not going to tell grandma and grandpa, hey, we got to cut your social security checks. We got to cut all these entitlement spendings. We got to cut military spending. They're not going to do any of that. None of that is even on the table or being talked about. So we have to assume the path we're on is going to result in an inflationary debt spiral, because politicians have two choices. They can either default honestly, hey, sorry, we can't make good on all these unfunded contingent liabilities and debt obligations. Can't do it. The math doesn't work. Money's gone. Social Security, yeah, there's no trust fund there. It's a pile of IOUs. So that's one option. Honest default, not going to happen. The only other option is to debase the currency, print currency units to make good on all these obligations in nominal terms. I believe they're going to make good on them nominally, but in real terms, you're not going to be able to buy a fraction of what you could before. So I think inflation is the outcome, big inflation, if not potentially hyperinflation. Now, the question I have in my mind, that's ultimately the end game if nothing happens. But I don't some people say these central planners are stupid. I don't think they're stupid. I think they're evil, but they're incredibly smart. And I think that they're going to introduce some kind of new system. They're going to introduce a new monetary system before we get to that point, before we have runaway hyperinflation. And I don't know exactly what it'll look like, but it'll probably involve a central bank digital currency or something similar to that, which allows them to have more control over every area of your life.